Tracy here from S21 and Beyond. Doing something a little bit different today. So as you can see, the car seat behind me is empty, so we've just dropped Milo off at his nursery and I'm taking a day off. I'm going to go and pick up my sister and we're going to head out for a little bit of a food tour. So normally, if you've seen our other videos, you'll know that I love trying different cuisines and trying new places to eat. And one thing I noticed recently was there's a lot of new food places that's opened up in our hometown of Sheffield. So we still got another couple of weeks before we head off to Europe for our next trip, which we will share on our channel. But in the meantime, it's a nice sunny day and I thought, why not? So yeah, hope you enjoy this. We're going to try as many places as we can. We're going to try a few different types of cuisine and maybe some sweet stuff as well as savoury. So yeah, join us on our trip around Sheffield and yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. So once we'd parked the car, we decided to have a little walk, and we're currently in the university area of Sheffield. So there are two universities, and this one being Hallam University, and you'll see one of their buildings here on the right hand side. There's quite a lot of really cool little food places opening up around the campus and this area of Sheffield, so it's always worth a little look round. Further along this street there is actually a place called Tampa Seller's Wheel, which is amazing for some food, but we went there recently, so today instead I'm calling it a new place that I haven't been before, called Mos Caf. And it's rather unpresuming when you have a look outside, but there is a little board, then this is what the front of it looks like. They had some nice pastries, some nice cakes and things on offer, and I love the decor. They had these kind of old style bus seating almost. They did some specialty iced coffees which looked amazing, but we were both fancying a bit of a hot coffee, so I had a Spanish latte and Melanie, my sister, had a spicy chai latte, which did not disappoint. It was certainly spicy and mine was nice and sweet, tasted almost quite sugary, which was very nice for a change. So we both enjoyed these and then decided to move on once we finished and head to the next place. So after feeling nice and warm after those lovely coffees, we set out towards the more central part of Sheffield. So just passing the main university campus for Hallam University and up into Crucible Square. And the snooker's on at the minute at the Crucible, so they were all setting up for the day. But we headed into the square just to have a look around and see what was happening. You've got the Crucible on one side in this square and Sheffield Lyceum on the other. So it's very much the district if you like going to the theatre. This is the place to come in Sheffield. We then walked through the main street in Sheffield and onto the cathedral. Now it's not going to be a steady video, there's these lovely cobbled streets, and further along the street we were hoping to call into this relatively new cafe, and it's a bit of a new concept, which is a Lego cafe. So the idea is you choose which Lego set you want to build, order your drinks, and then you get to sit down and do some Lego building, which sounded like lots of fun. Unfortunately, the day we came it was closed, so we were gutted, but we came to see where it was and we'll know for next time. Then just on the other side of the cathedral we saw this little place on the corner called Le Bleu. I hope I'm saying that right, and it looked like it had some lovely little desserts and pastries, and we thought it was absolutely time for our second coffee of the day, so we decided to call in here and have a little look at what they had. So they had a few different types of desserts here, which are the ones we actually tried. They did also do lots of different types of cheesecake, chocolate cake, etc. But they're the kind of things we can get in other cafes in Sheffield. So we opted instead I had a glass of tap water at this point. A lot of these desserts were very syrupy. They had a lot of sugar syrup soaked through. So I thought a glass of water was needed. And my sister, she went for an iced latte, which came in sort of this chemical beaker kind of jar, so that was a bit different. The decor in this place was really nice. It was quite quiet because it was a weekday and it was mid-morning, but they had this really nice big cherry blossom tree behind me, which looked really nice. This one that I've just tried was just full of sugar syrup. For me, probably a little bit too much, but the other ones we had walnut on, there was a pistachio based one. I think the one I'm just trying now was the pistachio. That had a much more nutty flavour, but again, soaked in that syrup. And that was consistent with all of the ones that we tried. This one had sort of angel hair strands on it, and that was really nice from a texture point of view, and again, very syrupy. We then decided we needed to walk off some of that sugar syrup, so we had a walk along in front of the town hall, and much to our surprise, there was a little bit of a food event going on. So here we've got quite a lot of different food stalls, and they do visit Sheffield quite regularly, usually during the school holidays or on special occasions like at Christmas. Well, there was a nice variety. We didn't eat from any of these today because we'd already decided where we would like to visit from the cafes and restaurants that we've already got in Sheffield. But we just wanted to show what was available, and yeah, it looked really nice. Some of the food that was on offer, there was Mexican, Indian, American, and there was also some stalls selling things like jewellery and other little trinkets as well. We then walked into Orchard Square, which has a number of little food outlets, but also this area called Sheffield Plate. Now this opened within the last couple of years, and it's basically a little food hall that has a number of different eateries in there. There's a really good variety of food, so if you're in Sheffield and you don't know what you fancy to eat, Sheffield Plate is definitely the place to come. They also have a little bar where you can get your drinks as well. There's some really amazing food options in here, and after looking around at all the options available, we decided to go for Japanese. So we had a set of 2 bao buns that had a spicy pork in them, along with a serving of chicken wings, which we had gochujang sauce on, and some wedges. And the portion size was really generous. We shared these between myself and my sister, and they didn't last very long. They were absolutely delicious. And that was the end of our trip around Sheffield. We had a really great time, and there were so many places we wanted to go, but we just didn't have the stomach space. So we'll definitely be back for a part 2 at some point soon.